Hey, welcome to you. It's Cooper's Automotive. We got a 2013 Chevy Volt, and the hybrid EV battery has a bad cell in it unit, but we've opted son's car. Going to put a used battery in it. Dealer quoted about $8 grand to do this job. I've already kind of started into it and taken some things out, and I'll show that probably later. Do this video probably in maybe a couple segments, but the AMG battery tested good. I just confirming. We're up underneath the car, but I did disconnect the AMG battery. We also got a new battery module from the with this battery right here. It's a 2765. It's a used one, and here's the disconnect for the hybrid to disarm the battery from us. And it's out. I'm just going to set that back over here. Got my undercar light. I'm going to go up here in the front. We got some 10 millimeters that we're going to take out of this little heat shield right here. And we're going to start unplugging that, the coolant lines and those kind of things. Let me roll my card up here. And you know what, let's just see if I can refocus you a little bit. I don't know where we're at. Let's do this. I think that's good. So that 10 shield right here, some 10 mils. I'm going to say that this video is strictly for entertainment. I don't recommend anybody doing this themselves. In fact, don't. There. I don't need some extensions. Thank goodness my box is not too far from us today. I really like these Milwaukee 3/8 battery ratchet. Bunch of different plugs right here. Now that we got this cover off, set that on my table over there. Little tin shield. Let's see what you can see, and we're gonna get that better shot too. And we're gonna turn it there. All right, see all those orange wires? This wire, that wire, coolant connectors that are right here. They're quick disconnects. Coolant's probably gonna be running out. I try to take them out. I'm going to run them together. I believe it a 3/4 or a 5/8 heater hose on that. So let me go ahead and get some hose over here to be ready to try to contain this antifreeze as much as possible. We'll see how that works out. I'll cut a couple pieces here. So got new camera coming for video shooting. I've been using my phone for years, and I've tried other cameras. I'm not a videography person, and I'm not heavily into it as far as all that kind of stuff's concerned. I guess I ought to get a little bit better. Everybody wants to be a movie star, I guess, but that's not what it's all about. All right, I got some hoses cut here. Let's not drain our water, our antifreeze right now. Let's go after our plugs on all of our various connectors here first. The battery's been disconnected for about half an hour or so now. I'm just kind of thinking for power down, maybe computers and stuff like that. All right, that wire's out of our way. Let's see any locking tabs on these wires. And I do have my headlight on today, which is kind of nice. That one and that one. Tucking behind the exhaust on that side. There's a small little bitty wire up there with a connector on it. Up above that are the big high voltage wires. Plug. If it's orange, she's hot. Or can be. Well, oh, how about that? There went my underlight. Let's stop the video and get reset. All right, lights, camera, action. Hopefully I don't knock this thing back down again. So, there's a 10 millimeter. This is the main power wire coming up through there. The junkyard cut it. The wire's off. You don't want to do that. 10 millimeter bolt. Unplug it. Pull it out. And I might take this one coolant line off of this one side. Let me see if I can get to it without it. Yeah, she's a little tight because that line is metal or aluminum, excuse me. That worked out. All right. Well, anyway, she's unplugged. What else do we got to get up above that? Let's see here. I gotta get this line out. And now there's quick release tabs within those things. We'll go ahead and take them off. Clips, and there's a special tool for them like every other little retainer ring. I like to peel them around like that. Turn the fan on, believe it or not, I am hot. In July, listen to me. In January, we're supposed to actually cool down here in Florida tonight. Waits to be seen if that happens. Okay. Now, let's get the other retainer out of there. Now, if I lose one of these, I got some in the old one over there. Let's remove this side. Actually, this side first. All right. I thought that might be a problem because they're pretty solid. So we may have to go up top and do something. I hope not, but we might. To get those far enough back is what I'm trying to do. Okay, there goes that coolant. I have to move my light and my camera back for this so I don't have it all over the floor. Back up a little bit. Get you back in focus. All right. Water and voltage, what a mixed. I'm gonna get my bigger little pry bar. It's not really that hard. You don't want to bend anything too much. It kind of looks like they got to come out together a little bit. Let's leave that to kind of do that for a second. There we go, got that one out. Can't tell you it's going to be that easy to get back in. Very close. Okay. Well, I was going to plug those off, as I was saying earlier, with the hose from piece to piece, but they really don't give you a lot of room. Now you could drop this exhaust down to give yourself a little bit more room there. That would take that one back further, but let's let this run, shut the video down, and after that's done, we'll come back to it because I've got to clean up some antifreeze. Right, readjust the camera and let most of the antifreeze drip out of there. Mopped up most of it. You've got two small wires underneath here with a retainer, one here, retainer clip here and here on two other big orange wires. Then we're going to push those tabs in and remove those big wires right there. And they're out. Now we just back our camera around and start shooting, pulling bolts out. I would assume would be our next move. So readjust. Here we are. That tucked up in there. And we got a bunch of, I think, 15s and 13s to pull out. Take the majority of them up, and then we're going to put like just an old thing I use for boats and engine crates and that kind of thing on there. So let's see what the best tool is for that. There's a 13 here, and let's take a look. I wonder if this back cover has to come off back here. Yeah, there's a back shield back here. Let's see here. Looks to me like the across there. All right, that's a 13. So I'm starting there. Then your 13's in the back here. I believe that's a cover on the back section of the battery by itself. We got a lot of bolts to go that way, and like I said, those are 15. So let's grab a couple more of these before we get a hoist over here. Yeah, I didn't think this thing was going to do it, so we'll go to our Milwaukee. Couple ground wires right here. Take those off too. They look like 10 mils. There we go. Got that. We got a bunch through the front. I wonder if I can just loosen these without going too far. And start one right here. Back in. Oh, let me get the right one. Just start these back here. I think actually I'm going to run them up a little bit, and then what I'm going to do is drop some of the others. Okay. Whoop. I guess I don't know what this battery weighs. I don't really care. Take the majority of them out. I'm going to leave the front and the back in it. And then I'm going to lower the car down onto a crate. One there, one there. All right. Got two in the front, two in the back. And we got to lower our battery down. You know, you might think I'm crazy, but I'm actually thinking on using my roll cart to put my battery on. So let me clean my roll cart off. I'm going to roll this sucker back up in there. It's going to hold that battery with no problem. And take it out. You ready for this? Here we go. She's on it, okay? Now, I know you can't see a darn thing, so let's see how low I can get this camera down. But basically, I'm just taking out some more bolts, and I think, yeah, my camera's as low as she'll go. All right, anyway, I apologize. You can't see me taking out 4 bolts, and we'll take the car back up and continue to remove that. I am going to get me some cardboard just to slide around on. Right there. Go ahead and grab my sockets here. All right. Those two 13s that we had in the back. So I'm sitting down here on the ground. And we're going to go up front. Reminds me of the days of working in the driveway. Rolling around on the ground. I hate it, actually. But we do what we got to do. Alright, I'm going to bring my cardboard around. And get the last two fronts right here. Okay. Let's ease the car up a little bit, see if we got anything hanging in there holding us. Hard doing this by yourself because I want to see it. And the back half's coming down, but the front isn't. Give me a minute. See if I've forgotten anything up front, or is she just tight? It looks to me like she's just snug as a bug up in there. And she's going to need a little bit of persuasion. I don't see anything else holding it. Let's go give it a little bit of help. See what we got. I believe she just fits in there tight. A rubber little insert there. That's all it is. She's moving. Make sure I didn't forget any bolt like at all. And I did miss one. So we're going to pause here for just a second. Let me put a couple bolts in it and get that one. I don't know how I missed that. Anyway. Okay, didn't want you to miss anything. So I got that one bolt out. My roll card is still here. Readjust it. Okay, we're going to lower the car back down to the cart. Back on my cart. Let's get all those front and rear bolts out. So I think once I get this up and out of here, this will be part one, and we'll shoot a second video of reinstall. Let's do it. Here we go, going back up. It's good so far. Nothing hanging on her. And you see it, don't you? I got a battery. Simple little roll cart. Battery sitting on it. Held it perfectly. Now I'm going to use an engine hoist and a big pulling tie strap. Take it off of there. And then from there, I'm going to put my replacement battery in here and put it back in. So you're not going to see that part, but you will see the reinstall. Stay tuned, part 2 coming. Well, I said I wouldn't show it, but I did. Okay, so I've got it engine hoist. I've got it tow strap strapped around it. I've got it lifted up. This will not be the way that I put it back in. All right, I'm going to lift the whole crate and everything and set that back down on top of this because I see a flex right here, and I don't want that flex to happen on the install battery, cause any damage. So part 2 to come soon.